Who is it?
Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. I'm so glad to see you. Please come in.
Paige, what's happened?
Police came to see me again.
Did they question you more about your relationship with Shaw?
Worse than that, they made it clear that they believe I was in Chris's office the night he was murdered.
But what proof do they have?
They didn't say. They just said they're sure I was there, and they're coming back today with a search warrant.
Search warrant? What do they expect to find?
They believe I took something from Chris's safe.
Well, did you?
Yes. Somehow they must have found out about the film that I made for Chris in Hollywood and realized that I was a logical person to steal it because I was the one who would lose the most if it was found.
Well, that doesn't mean you killed him.
I didn't, Elliot. As much as I hated Chris, I didn't kill him. You've got to believe that.
I do believe it, Paige. When you took the film that night, where was Chris?
He was there in the office, but he was dead already.
All right, tell me exactly what happened from the beginning.
I went to Chris's office because I was worried about Dennis. I was afraid of what he might do. I told you how drunk he was that night.
Yes, you said Dennis had made threats against Chris.
Yes, and I didn't know what to do. That's why I went to Chris's office.
Yes, but Dennis wasn't there.
No. The door was open, but there was only Chris lying there. There was blood. And he was dead.
So Elena Decker wasn't the one who found the body?
No, I did. The only difference is I didn't report it because of this. The safe was open, and there was the publicity photos and the film, and all I could think of was a chance to save myself, maybe save my marriage.
So you took these things and left?
And there was some money there. I took that, too.
Why?
Because I wanted it to look more like a robbery, just a simple robbery. But it isn't simple at all. I've only made it worse. I've implicated myself in a murder.
Well, why did you bring the film here?
Elliot, I was so scared that night. All I could think of was getting back here with that film. I thought about getting rid of it last night when the police left, but I know that Detective Donovan has men watching me.
Yes, I suspect he does.
Elliot, if I'm caught getting rid of that film, it'll only make me look more guilty. You've got to help me. I don't know what to do. You have got to help me make them believe me.
All right. I'm coming.
Hiya, Dennis. I come to keep you company.
I'm afraid I'm not very good company these days, Vivian.
Oh, I understand, Dennis. You don't have to entertain me.
Did Mom send you here?
Nope, your mother doesn't even know I'm here. This is my day off, and I was worried about you. I know you're feeling terrible, and I didn't think you should be by yourself. I'll be honest with you. I know why you and Mrs. Carrington broke up.
You do?
Well, I was at the house the day that awful man came to blackmail your mother about the porno film. There wasn't much she could do but tell me about it. And I don't think it was your mother's fault, Dennis. She's just trying to help you.
Yeah, Mom always has an excuse.
Well, this time it's true. It just happens to be true. You know, I think Mrs. Carrington must have been in terrible trouble to have made a film like that. I think she must have been desperate.
You know, I didn't expect to hear you defending Paige like this.
I don't think it's something she wanted to do.
Well, she should have told me about it, Vivian.
I can understand why she didn't. You know, you could be very close to somebody and you can love somebody very much, but it doesn't always mean you know what to expect when you tell them everything. One time I kept this secret from Rudy because I was embarrassed to tell him the truth.
I doubt it was the same kind of secret, Vivian.
Maybe not, but it caused me a lot of pain. I really wanted to tell Rudy about this thing. And one part of me said, well, Rudy's going to understand. And then the other part of me said, no, if I tell Rudy about this thing, he's never going to want to see me again. And I think that Mrs. Carrington must have felt that way, too.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore now, anyway.
Well, it does if you love each other. Didn't you ever hear that saying, it's never too late?
Yes, Vivian, I've heard it. But it is too late. It's definitely too late.
I don't know what to say, Paige. But the truth is your best defense. You didn't kill Chris Shaw. You only robbed his safe after he was already dead.
But there's no proof of that, Elliot.
Well, I still think you're better off telling the truth.
Oh.
Well, look, trying to hide it hasn't worked so far. You've only gotten yourself into deeper trouble.
But they won't believe me, Elliot. Once they find out about the porno film, then they'll find about the blackmail. And they will believe that I killed the man who blackmailed me.
Well, you must remember there's also the person who did kill Chris Shaw. I mean, even now the police must have other suspects.
Once they find me, they won't look for the real killer. Elliot, I can't. I'm afraid. I could spend the rest of my life in prison. You've got to help me.
Well, what can I do?
I have got to get rid of the film before the police find it, but I can't get out of here because Donovan has his men watching me. There's one in the club bar and there's one downstairs, and they're watching my every move.
Well, then I don't understand what you plan to do.
I figured it out. I just need your help.
Well, how can I help you, Paige?
If you can strike up a conversation with the man at the bar long enough for me to just pass by unnoticed.
Through the top of the World Club? That's hardly the private place you need to get away to.
Yes, but that's the last place that they will expect me to do this. Now, there is a back way out of the club. It's an elevator from the kitchen. If I can just get there without being seen, Elliot.
Paige, you're asking me to help you commit a crime.
I know what I'm asking you to do, Elliot. If you won't do it for me, do it for Dennis. If the police find that film, Elliot, the press will have a field day. Alex Wheeler's daughter-in-law in a porno film. Dennis and my picture will be spread across every newspaper in the country. I don't want Dennis to be hurt any more than he already has been. You're my only hope.
All right, I'll help you.